Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have a ton of Barbie news to talk about. From the official release of the new Dia de los Muertos Barbie dolls with Ken, a new Disney Descents Villains Ursula doll, first look at new Disney Styled by Design doll teaser, leaks for the Deluxe Style Series 3, new Twinning Looks dolls, new Polly Pocket sets, new Harry Potter dolls, and much more. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. First, we have the Barbie Twinning Looks dolls. We've taken a look at them before, but now they seem to be officially kind of releasing with some listings already working. There's 4 in total, and as you can tell from the name, each doll is basically twinning with identical matching looks that matches their pets, and what they're wearing. So I think the whole concept of like Barbie dolls with pets that have unique looks and like they're matching with the designs, like that's really cute. I mean, look at them. We have 4 characters here, obviously, 4 different color themes and designs, and like each pet also is like a different breed. Like every dog is different. They're not just the same mold, just painted differently. Like I do appreciate that every dog is like an actual different breed. But still, I feel like the dog being just one solid piece, having no rooted hair. The prototypes of these dolls, they had the dogs with actual like hair and stuff, and it seemed like they were perhaps even more inspired by the original Barbie dolls. I forget the name, but there's an original Barbie series from like way back when in the 2000s where it was also like with pets, but the pets actually moved and had rooted hair, and those were really nice. And here it's like inspired by those designs, but there's no hair in the dogs, and it's just more kind of like the emphasis on the twinning looks part of the pets and the Barbie doll. So I think it's a really cute series. I just wish that the pink doll here would not have gotten the Millie face sculpt, just because it is so overused. Like just imagine the Odile face sculpt on this outfit. Like that would have been, oh my god, too good. But overall, still a really cute collection. I just think, depends on the price points, and really, like, I wish the pets had more articulation or just a little bit more to them than just the designs being similar to the dolls. But that's next. We have a first look at the next wave of Barbie Cutie reveal dolls. I'm not sure if this series has a name, but it is unique in the fact that they're in brand new packaging styles here. So previously, the Cutie reveals would be in a tube that was like cardboard, and you would be able to tell who you're getting, but it was still covered in artwork and stuff. But now the new packaging is basically like a plastic see-through tube, similar to the Barbie color reveal dolls, but here you can just completely see the doll inside with no artwork, and it just seems like the artwork is smaller on the sides, and there's more emphasis on the color theming to every doll. There's 3 in total here that we can see so far. Apparently the release date is sometime October of this year, and I would say the theme probably of this series is pastels, because they are very pastels. Like the color theming here, the mint, the pastel pink, the purple, it's very cute. And I also love especially the bows on the mascot heads, and I am curious what the casual looks for the dolls will look like, because so far we only have these stock photos. But yeah, overall the packaging change doesn't really change the opinion for me. I feel like maybe it's even better this way, but it is more plastic now instead of like the cardboard material that they used before. So actually this is kind of like a downgrade in terms of like recycling and etc. So this is not that good in that sense, but I guess they wanted to change it up. I'm really not sure why they changed it, but yeah. What do you think of these new Cutie reveal dolls, and have you been collecting Cutie reveal dolls recently? I actually have a ton that I have to still unbox that I just got, and I never, I got over the years, and I just never unboxed. So I don't know, maybe I should make a huge unboxing video. just unboxing tons of cutie reveals. Next up, we finally have the conclusion of the Barbie fan voting doll that's going to be designed by Angel Kent. The first round was choosing the theme, and the goddess theme won. The second round was choosing the face sculpt. Odile won, thankfully. The third round was about choosing the color theming. It basically was all very similar. There was like a peach theme, which like, hello, that would have been like, really cute. There was a gold theme and then like a blush theme. Very, very bland. And of course the gold white theme won. And now this seems to be, this concept art seems to be what will likely the doll, what the doll will likely end up looking like. What? Yeah, so basically this artwork seems to be the design that they will be using for the actual doll herself with the outfit and stuff. So kind of, yeah, underwhelming. The white gold color theme winning, like that is just so basic. The Odile face sculpt, that is like the only thing about this that really intrigues me. The goddess theme does not intrigue me. So if the concept art here, like what we are looking at, if this design is really what the doll will look like, I'm probably not gonna buy her. But of course depends on what she actually ends up looking like. For now, we just know the design, I guess. Like, what? Yeah, what do you think? I do feel like the voting was rigged, perhaps. Like Odile winning, of course, if she hadn't won, that would have been a really red flag. But the goddess theme winning, like that's weird. Like the fairy theme was like the mythical creatures, was definitely like the fan favorites, and then the gold white color theme, like okay. I mean, honestly, who cares? Like the gold, the peach, the blush, like that, those were all very similar choices. But in the end, I guess this is what we have. And what next, we have a first leak, kind of look at the Barbie Deluxe style Wave 3. This was shared by Seeing Mount, so I'm not sure what the original source of this is, as the picture looks like it's very zoomed in, and obviously a lot of these leaks sometimes happen from the Mattel offices where they just happen to have new stuff in the background. But anyway, the third wave seems to be taking more inspiration back from the Barbie core kind of aesthetic, with I think multiple dolls being in pink this wave, so that's very promising, as I think the deluxe style dolls are the strongest when they are in a Barbie core kind of theme. Not necessarily like pink, but yeah, pink. So at least for me, I feel like that's what I want to see from Barbie Deluxe style. This leak, it shows us one doll and like maybe a little bit of another doll. Again, very blurry, but from what I can see, not bad. I'm intrigued, and I definitely want to see more. The second wave didn't do it for me. I just I liked two of the dolls, like really, but it's just not really, it wasn't for me. So I actually didn't get any of them. But of course, the first wave I reviewed, so if you want to watch that, it's up right now. And now with the third wave, I'm intrigued. Let's see what happens. Next, we do have a couple of Polly Pocket updates with the brand new Wicked Compact here, officially releasing very soon around October time. This is a really small compact, so it's going to be around $30 US, available on Amazon and at all the other retailers. This is not a Mattel Creations exclusive or anything like that. And it is a really small compact, like I mentioned, but I do feel like it is just so compact with like details and little figures and like, I mean, I love it. I need it right now. The bubble for Glinda, are you kidding me? And it just looks so fun with the W, obviously the green that they chose for like the see-through plastic, of the actual compact. Like it looks just so cute. I need it right now. And then obviously we also have the new Polly Pocket compact, collaborating with Snoopy, the Peanuts. So this is bigger. It's going to be around $50 US, I believe, and it's available right now for pre-order on Mattel Creations. And it is kind of like holiday themed, even though it's like just September, so that's weird. But I do realize that the Snoopy Peanuts comic, the Peanuts comics, oftentimes they have a lot of storylines that are revolving around the holiday season. So I guess that's why, because a lot of the storylines are around like Santa and just winter times, and so it makes sense, I guess. And I do like the snow globe effect on the outside. That's very similar also to the Harry Potter Polly Pocket Compact from way back when. Nonetheless, I will have to get both of these compacts very soon. And let me know if you want to see me review them, because I have reviewed a couple of Polly Pocket sets, but that's not mainly what I do. Speaking of small things, we have the new stock photos here of the movie mini Barbie Land little vehicle collection here, which features basically 4 of the vehicles that's featured that are shown in the kind of like transgression of how the characters get out of Barbie Land in the movie, like how they have to take different approaches, like different segments. Like first they have to go through the car, then they have to ride the bicycle, then they have to ride the rocket ship, and then they have to ride the boats, and then also the camper. The camper is not here, but like in that movie, in the scene where they have to leave Barbie Land, they have to do all of that, right? So this is kind of like these 4 vehicle sets are basically kind of inspired by each scene of the vehicle. So I think that's a really fun concept. We have the car, the boat, the rocket ship, and the bicycle, right? I feel like, wow, this is really cute, and you can even connect them like puzzle pieces on the bottom. They're intertwined. They're just missing the camper one here, and then also the roller skating one technically, but I guess they wanted to have it for so it was more like equal. I'm not sure, but this is really fun. I just love how displayable they look, and the figures look really fun, and the vehicles also, like the details are just really rich, and I actually think this is a really fun, smart concept for them to do with Barbie the movie. And of course, we're also getting the mini Barbie the movie figures as well. Moving on, we have some new stock photos of some upcoming Harry Potter brand new Mattel dolls. First up here with the Polyjuice kind of playset here. Not really a playset, but it's like a potion making set where they include like paper stuff, and I'm not sure, it says that you can create potions, so amazing. Anyway, the main the main highlight here, I guess, is that they include kind of like a mask for Hermione to wear, and also like a tail, so you can actually transform her into like a little cat person or something. Now in the actual movie where this is inspired by, Hermione doesn't actually transform into a cat. It's more like she just, like, her face just becomes kind of like cat-like. So like she still has hair and but here obviously with the mask you can't really have the hair and stuff, so it's a little bit different. They're taking a little bit of creative liberty here, so the mask just ends up looking like similar to the cutie reveal masks, which I think that's really funny. So yeah, the tail, the mask, like, okay, I mean, it's funny. It's cute. So, and then we also have the other new individual releases for Harry Potter, Ron, Hermione in the blister packaging. These are kind of like the budget dolls, very cheap, very, very standard. The quality is like barely here. The details are all printed, and the face sculpts are nice, the hair, but I feel like the outfits really are just disappointing. But yeah, at least we're getting new Harry Potter merch dolls from Mattel. I would be interested if they're doing a Yule Ball collection, doll collection, like that would be cool. But for now, this is just I guess it's okay if you want to have them. We got some new stuff, right? Next, this is interesting. We had a teaser first look at the next Styled by design doll, Styled by series doll. I'm kind of confused by if this is like the one or the other collection. I'm not sure, but she's dropping on September 8th, so on Monday, which is exciting. And the design here, very interesting. It's almost like car lights, inspired. Like we even have like the oh my god, what is it called, the letters, the numbers on the that's at the bottom of the car in the back, like the license numbers, girl. But you know what I mean? Like we have a lot of car inspired details here, which definitely makes it interesting. She is articulated. She's not a model muse. She has the elbow and wrist joints, which is great. But yeah, interesting. I don't know what to think. I gotta see her and like how expensive she is. depending on how campy this design is and like what, you know, like what this really is, I would be interested. But again, I gotta see more first, and especially with the face sculpt and face grading. Hopefully it's really interesting and nice and unique. But let's see. So far, the outfit itself, at least, is kind of like intriguing me. Yeah. Next, we have the brand new Disney Villains Darkness Descends doll. The next doll in this collection is Ursula. Previously, we had Maleficent, and then we had Cruella, right? I think we only had those two. Then they took a little bit of a break, and now we have Ursula. And she's priced at $150 US, 150. You heard me right. And she's coming, I believe, on September 8th on Mattel Creations only. And she's gonna be, yeah, just Mattel Creations exclusive. So yeah, what do we what do we think of this half doll, half plushie that's $150, you guys? I mean, I get that Ursula, as a character, you know, like how do you translate the tentacles into doll form? Like it's either plush or plastic, and we know how the plastic went with the live action, you know, movie Ursula doll. Like her doll was just fully plastic tentacles, and they were not articulated or anything. They were just hollow plastic. So I guess the plush variant is better. Like having the bottom half be like stuffed animal kind of material or plush. I guess that's better. It still kind of looks off to me, but I guess there's nothing better to do. Like there's no better way to do it, right? The tentacles do have wires in them, so you can kind of bend them, which is at least something. And you might be wondering like, well, how would I stand her up? Well, thankfully, they do include a little like stool, like a little, you know, pedestal for her to sit on. So you do have a way to make her stand and not just have her sit or whatever, which is great. You know, the other gimmick with this doll is that, you know, she does light up under LED lights. Under like the actual packaging includes LED lights on the top, and basically when you turn them on, you get to see kind of like all these fluorescent colors come out in the UV light, you know, which is interesting. That's very fun. That's a fun aspect. But I still think she's too expensive. Like for what basically is like a half stuffed animal doll, like she's too expensive. But she's cool. She's cool. I do like that she has wrist joints. You know, that's cool. We love to see that. I like the makeup. I like the rooted lashes, her hair. Like the top half I like. The bottom half I just don't like. Because it doesn't... The bottom half being like plushy material, to me, does not read as collector. To me, that does not equal like 150. You know, but anyway, I'm not getting her, but what do you think? And lastly, yes, we have the recent drop officially finally of the Dia de los Muertos Barbie and Ken dolls. They're available right now also on Mattel Creations, and I'm assuming they're also going to be available on all your major retailers as these two dolls. They're not gold labeled, they're not limited in any way, shape, or form. These are actually black label dolls, and they are priced around, I believe, $60, right? So yeah, keep in mind when I'm showing you these screen recordings on Mattel Creations, the pricing is in my currency, so obviously it's always a little bit more than if it was in the US dollars. And obviously also if you live in the US, there is free shipping on Mattel Creations, right? There should be free shipping on Mattel Creations for US people, but if you live in out of the US like me, for international fans, you do have to pay shipping. Anyway, these two dolls, they are really nice actually. The quality actually is not bad. We have some embroidery here for both dolls on the sleeves for Ken. We have some embroidery for Barbie on her bodice, you know. There is actual ribbons on the different tiers of her skirt. That's nice. We got some gold lace at the bottom for trim. Like, okay. And then, like, for Ken, we have, like, a nice belt buckle. We have some nice details on his hat, you know. We got a lot of nice stuff here. I think it's very good. It's not bad. Is it still, like, overpriced? Yes. Is 60, like, still asking for a bit too much? Yes. If these were 50, okay, now we're talking. Now I can see 50. 60, Okay, we're getting a little bit out there. And of course, international prices are even more so. Once again, Mattel just loves just randomly pricing stuff. I think they're still expensive, but at least we do have a lot of embroidery, it seems, like on both dolls. Like, I like the face paint. Obviously, we have painted hands as well for Ken. Not for Barbie, weirdly, but you know. I do think the quality, the quality for the fabrics looks nice. You know, there's layers. It looks like for Ken, at least. For Barbie, it's just one piece dress, but you know, you can't have everything. The gold heels for Barbie are kind of basic too, but I think they're really nice. Like, the face paint is really well done. It came out really nicely. The hair is really long for Barbie. The headpiece as well. I think weirdly enough, Ken looks a little bit better because he has layers, because he has the painted hands. I think for me, that makes him look a little bit better than Barbie. But of course, Barbie's Barbie and she looks good. Barbie has the Lena face sculpt and Ken is sporting the Cam face sculpt, and they both are on the semi-articulated bodies where they have, you know, elbow, wrist, and knee joints, but they don't have made to move range. So, but it's, you know, still considering these are collector level dolls or whatever, they have articulation, which is great, you know, and they have stands as well. So overall, really good. I'm pleased. This is still expensive, but at least we're getting decent stuff. And that was all of the Barbie news we had for today. But what do you think? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member. Link to join is down below. There's one tier, and I hope you like the perks, only if you're able to, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.